Yes, hello. Yes, sir. It's Wednesday night. Yes, fantasy football night. That's correct. Line is forming to the right. Yeah, both fantasy leagues as well as the Survivor League. Correct. We'll be covering all that, sir. Yeah, some people did look like shit this week. Yeah, there were some that looked all right. We'll get to all that. Yes, ma'am. Mini bars open. It's always open. VIP to the right. Line is to the left, please. Yes, Wednesday night, fantasy football night. Always in season. Hardcore Challenge Live, yes. Commish is in the house, yes, he will be hosting. Yeah, it's not just silver and black tonight. Unfortunately, we do have fans of other teams that stop by on Wednesday nights. It is fantasy football night, ma'am. I know. Normally we would toss them out, but some of these are hardcore challenge owners, man. Yes, show will be starting very soon. Thank you for joining us. These guys like to run a tight show. Enjoy the show.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head.
1, 2, 3, well, you're not hardcore. Unless you live hardcore. And the legend of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're rock.
What's up, fantasy football fans, members of Raider Nation, Hardcore Challenge owners? What is up? Thank you for joining me for another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, the official podcast of the Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. Because if you're not playing in the Hardcore Challenge, you're probably playing with your fucking relatives, your fucking buddies at work. Half of them don't even know the fucking players. Probably can't even associate half the fucking logos with the teams. I'm picking the guy who catches the ball for the Birds. Yeah, that's who you're playing with. Yeah, call yourself a champion. Unless you're winning in the Hardcore Challenge and you're hoisting that cup, you're not really a champion in fantasy football. It's the pinnacle. Thank you for joining us, each and every one. We've got the big league, the OG league of the Hardcore Challenge, AFC and the NFC 32 owners. We'll be touching on that, season 15, almost midway through. And then we got the All Raider Nation League, 20 owners deep, all over North America, battling as well for the All Raider Cup, season 2. And season 1 of our Survivor League, is dwindling down to the final two. Somebody standing toe-to-toe with me. You're not supposed to let the house win. You're not supposed to let the house win. Come on. How are you going to let the house win? So we'll get into that as well. Got a lot to touch on. Let's get to it. Fantasy football. It's Wednesday night. It's this Hardcore Challenge Live. Let's get after it. We got Game of the Week recaps, stat corrections. Some people don't know about stat corrections. I know, it's insane. We're going to educate. Big ballers, flash prize number 6. Low ballers, because, got to go to the top, got to go to the bottom. Survivor League, spin around the leagues, legal rosters, Game of the Weeks coming up for Week 7. Let's hit our Game of the Weeks from Week 6. See how they shook out, shall we?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
Over in the big league, it was Take It Deep and the Renegade Outlaws in the NFC, and a couple 4-1 teams coming in. Travis takes the L, but look at this, 160 to 161, a 1-point victory. And stat corrections have not come out yet for Week 6. I just checked right before I went on. They should be literally coming out anytime. They have posted on Wednesday the last 2 weeks, so I expect them to be posting sometime. Probably we're going to wake up and stat corrections said posted in the middle of the night. That's probably what's going to happen. But this one is sitting at a 1-point victory right now for Take It Deep. And I went back and looked at the stat corrections over the past couple weeks, and there have been some big swings on the defensive side of the ball. Say for instance, you had a linebacker who got 10 tackles. You got bonus points for those 10 tackles. Say they make a correction. Now they take that 10th tackle, turn it into an assisted tackle. Now they only basically get 9.5 tackles. So they lost that point for the tackle, the half a tackle that they lost. But you're also going to lose the bonus points because now you're not 10 tackles or more. So you didn't get the 10 tackle bonus. So you can lose 1 to 3 points swing. And it usually is defensive guys because offense is pretty cut and dry. Because if you catch the fucking ball, you catch the ball. If they've moved on with the play, it's recorded as it was. So offense is pretty easy. But defense is where you'll see a stat correction where they'll give a guy a tackle and then maybe they take it away from him and give it to somebody else. So they do happen. So this one is hanging in the wings, and the Raider Nation, the All Raider Nation League is the same way. Sean with maximum effort right now sitting with a 1-point lead over Raider Richie, who's tight end, couldn't even put up a measly 4 fucking points. Pathetic showing for his tight end. I mean, if he even shows up, he just wins this game easily. But he forgot to get off the bus, and here we are. 2 1-point victories hanging in the wings of stat corrections. So, we'll see. The suspense. Suspense builds for those two. So, let's touch a little more on stat corrections, where you guys can find them. Let's jump over here. Let me show you where the stat corrections are for those of you who aren't aware. If you go right here on the Players tab, click under Players, and you'll see right here you got stat corrections. That's simple. You click on stat corrections, you'll see Week 6, there's no stat corrections to display. But if you go back to Week 5, look at how many fucking stat corrections there were. This is in the All Raider Nation League. Or excuse me, this is in the NFC. The NFC of the big league. But look how many stat corrections there were. And these are the teams. See, a lot of them are free agents that it affected. They weren't even on teams. But you'll see. Here's an assisted tackle changed. Knoxville Assassins lost 4. there are some. Usually it's 1 to 2 point swings, and usually it's team doesn't get hit that much. Like that's a pretty hefty swing right there. It looks like a 3-point swing between the two of them. Gained 1 but lost 4, so a 3-point swing there. But that was all last week. So if it's a 1 or a 2-point game, man, you got to go in and look. So you got to go in. It's worth. I have seen games that were ties turn to a win. They wake up on Thursday morning like, what the fuck, dude? I got an L. The other guy's got a W. Yeah, well, there was this. You go back in and look. There was a stat correction, and I've seen 1 or 2 point swings, or I've seen where a guy was losing by 1 and they came back up and tied, or end up winning the game. So, hey, mine's sitting 4 points. He's got some couple bonus guys on defense. So I'm still crossing my fingers too. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Score 200 fucking points and lose. Galled a motherfucker. Straight galled a motherfucker. But that's stat corrections. So they do exist. They typically happen on Wednesdays, but I have seen them happen as late as Thursdays. So just so you know, wanted to educate those who didn't know about the stat corrections, and I've seen some people in the Raider League didn't know about them, and that such a thing existed, and such a thing does exist. All right, big ballers of the league is next up. Always got to touch and highlight the big ballers.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage.
Big baller in the All Raider Nation League who gets the flash prize for week 6. Tyler with the Death Dealers with his 213. That was the top score of the week. Beats up the Autumn Pirates. Everybody's beat up the Autumn Pirates. It's like a weekly fucking occurrence. We'll talk about you. We'll talk about you later, David. We'll get to you later. We're talking about big ballers right now. Big baller over in the OG league, the big league. Knoxville Assassins, who is the biggest baller of them all this week. Over all 52 teams in the Hardcore Challenge landscape, because we got 32 in the big league and 20 in the All Raider Nation League, they're all playing with all the same rules and basically the same kind of, basically the same rules other than the keepers. So I think it's very comparable. So I would say 52 teams every time compared to, across the Hardcore Challenge landscape. Knoxville Assassins is the biggest, baddest of them all this week. 242, put up some fucking major points. 178, I mean, poor Cheesehead wasn't a bad score showing with a 178 and couldn't even compete. Was chasing from fucking step 1. Was never even in this game. That's demeaning. That's not very fucking nice, Brad. It's not very nice. Fucking beating up on Corey's fucking son like that. You have to have a talk with that guy. All right, moving along. We went to the top. We got to go to the bottom, because there are definitely some that fucking stepped in it. Jimmy's G-Spot over in the All Raider Nation League with the meager 142, but that was not as meager as the big league. I got a Chubb, 129. They got a whole fucking offensive, defensive coordinator, special teams. I don't know how many guys he's got helping run this team, but it's not helping. 129. 129 for Larry and associates. And we got it. I didn't make a special anything for him, but we just got to touch on the fact that there is only one team in all 52 that has not won a game yet. Not won a game. That is winless through 6 weeks across all 52 teams in the Hardcore Challenge. We're going to take a spin around the league here in a minute. We'll let you see who that is. But there's only one. One out of 52 that has not won a game yet. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Oh, how the fantasy football gods have rained karma down upon thee. talking the schmack. Talking the schmack. Alright. Let's hit the Survivor League. We got to touch on that right quick before we move along. The Survivor League is down to 2. As you see, it's dwindled. I mean, there was bloodshed, serious bloodshed in week 1, and then it has just stepped down ever since. And you'll see it is down to 2. It is Raider, Richie, and myself. We're down to 2. I've already got my pick locked and loaded. It was a no-brainer for me. I was looking out 2 weeks ahead, couple weeks ahead. So we are down to the final 2. And I know I've been keeping him in suspense. He's been messaging me on Twitter, and I wasn't answering his ass just for a reason because I was making him wait till the show. Like, oh no, you gotta wait. So because basically, we gotta give him an applause. The object of the game is to win the league, obviously. But I'm not planning when I join the fantasy leagues. I'm trying my ass off. But the percentages of me winning aren't great. The chance of the house winning is very slim. I have a football knowledge. I'm not an idiot. But, I'm not expecting myself to win. So, I wasn't expecting myself to win the Survivor League. And this is the first Survivor League I've ever done. So here's what it is, because if he doesn't beat me, then he didn't win. But he did beat everybody else but the house, who is me. So I believe he's won. Kind of already. So basically he's already won. So tell him what he's already won, midgets. Well, what he's won today, Johnny. He's won that autographed Mad Max jersey as well as the Raider Reaction prize pack. He's already won that, regardless of what he does the rest of the way through. If we both fucking get eliminated this week, he gets the jersey, the prize pack, and he gets the prize money. If I get eliminated and he's the sole man standing, of course, he gets all of it and the prize money. If I remain standing, and I'm the last standing in the Survivor League, and he ends up second, basically, he's just not going to get the prize money, but he's getting the autographed jersey and all of the prizes that we were going to give away, and then we'll just put the prize money back into our prize booty fund and just use it for prizes going forward for raffle prizes and all the other shit. Just going to go back into booty. So, basically, at this point, Gabe, you've already won the autographed Mad Max jersey. You've already won the big prize pack that we had already allotted for this. You just got to take me down. Got to take me down now to get the cash to go with it. So you're battling for the money now. It's all about the Benjamins now. Because goddamn it, if you don't beat the house, we're throwing that back in the kitty. And we'll dole that out for other prizes. But he's got the Mad Max jersey. That was the big prize anyway. He basically won the big prize anyway. That was the big prize. The cash on top, it was just extra little booty. But you gotta take me down. So it's 1-on-1 now. It's me and Gabe, mano a mano, going down the stretch here in the Survivor League. All right, moving along. Spin around the league. Let's get to that, shall we? Let's get to that, because shit is getting interesting. It is definitely getting interesting around the landscape of the league. Let's start over in the big league, shall we? We'll start in the AFC. The AFC was dicey this week, man. I'm going to start with my game, because listen, I needed this win so fucking bad. This was a must-win for me. My team comes out and puts up 202 points. You see it right here. I'll draw a circle around it. And I lose 202 to 206. It goes down. He's got Pollard and Herbert going, and I have Everett in Monday Night Football. And it's going down to the damn wire. Herbert throws a touchdown to Everett. I actually get more points for the touchdown than the guy throwing it, because I got the reception and I got the yards plus the touchdown. So I'd actually gain 2 points. It's coming down to the wire. I end up losing by 4. I just absolutely couldn't believe it. 202 and I still lose. I just got no luck in this fucking league. All right, I'm done with my fucking crying. Let's move on. The Great White North, I might cry a little later, possibly again when I get to my actual 1-5 down here. Knox Vegas Anarchy 5-1. Answer to the master who squeaks by me, Tom. You lucky son of a bitch, Tom. Has won 5 straight. Bad Company has won 3 straight. It's hanging right in there. Daco's Tuesday, who won the AFC last year, has dropped 2 straight. They're down at 1-5. Not looking good. The shit list is coming out next week. Shit list comes out next week. Stone Pony sitting at 3-3. Gets a win this week. Jumps up to first place. Is Emmett, who has lost 2 straight, falling off the pace. And Bison Broncos has moved up 2 to 3-3. This is really anybody's division. Hell, even Spleeve down here with the Blackout, who's lost 3 straight at 1-5, is only 2 games off the pace. If he gets his shit together, he could actually pull himself right back in it. Bleeding Green, the only undefeated team left in all 32 of, actually, in all 52 owners. There's no undefeated teams left in the All Raider Nation League either. They're the only Hardcore Challenge owner left without a blemish this season at 6-0. Gotta give him an applause for that, man. That's solid performance right there. If we can just get him to get his keepers locked on time next year, we're good to go. King Salami right behind him, trying to keep pace at 4-2, but slipped a little this week with a loss. Stinky Pinky also is trying to hang in there, lost as well, losing ground, 3 back at 3-3, and under the influence grabs a win to try and keep things relevant. Now the Dirty South down here, we're a little bit of a dumpster fire. All Pro Afro at 3-3 gets the win. Fumble Those TDs has lost 3 straight. Bucka Raider has lost 3 straight. I needed this win so bad to stay in this division hunt. Even with my 2-4 would have kept me right in it. I'm only 2 games out at 1-5. But man, I got a shitload of buys this week, and this is going to be a rough week for me. But it's not. Look at that. I got more points than anybody in that division. See, I told you I wasn't done crying. You shut the fuck up. I told you I wasn't done crying. God damn fucking midgets always bitching. All right. Enough of that. That's enough of the AFC. Let's jump on over to the NFC. Pick it to Pickens. One of the 2 new owners, Ben, is taking control of the Great White North, sole possession. 3 straight wins, as lucky number 11 has lost 2 straight. Freaking fracking football time. Carroll has climbed up with a win to stay 1 back, and 2 losses in a row for Gary and the Skull Crushers. Take it deep with the win in the game of the week, 5-1. Class, looking like the class of the NFC, one of them right now, sitting with that big win. Right behind him, though, Pack Attack is back. Corey, back-to-back, former champion. 3 straight wins, sitting at 4-2. Knoxville Assassins, biggest baller of them all this past week, with 1 win in that big win, is got him back to 3-3, and the Emperors finally gets off the snide, gets their first win. I gotta give them a little bit of a, we give them a little applause. They got off the snide at least. Renegade Outlaws, that's 2 in a row. Travis still holds a full 2-game lead as the rest of this division just can't get their shit straight. Cheesehead has dropped 4 straight after starting 2-0. Donkey Punch is down to 2-4. And the Black Hole Lions just can't get his shit together. What? I know. Tell me about it. He just can't get his shit together. He's down there at 1-5. And I mean, at least I'm 1-5 and scoring points. Lions, you're 1-5, and I don't know what the hell you're doing with this 947 down here. That's 3 digits, brother. Come on. Come on. Gotta get shit together there. Gotta get the shit together. Bed Bath & Beyond, another one of the new owners. The new owners are kicking ass. The 2 new owners in the NFC have come in, and they are showing out. 5-1, sitting atop the Dirty South. The Bandits at 4-2. Willie, he's staying in it. Willie's climbing up out the gutter. 4-2, 2 straight wins. Bucknuts looked like they were back. They're still sitting at 3-3. They're in the conversation, taking an L. And I've got a Chubb. Larry and Company takes the L. They were the low baller of the week. Sitting down in the bottom of the Dirty South. That's not where you want to be. It's not where you want to be at all. Over in the All Raider Nation League, here's where we are sitting. The Canadian Raider in the Great White North sitting atop at 5-1. The Black Hole, the defending champ, sitting at 4-2. Raider Richie and Sax Offenders at 3-3. And Foghorn at 1-5. Lost 3 straight. They just can't get their fucking shit together. Maximum Effort holding on to that 1-point win in Game of the Week with 4 straight wins. Sean has won 2 straight fucking Game of the Weeks, man. He's fucking kicking chicklets out in the parking lot. Jimmy, G-Spot or Bust, low baller of the week. Takes an L, drops to 3-3. Let me see them TDs, 3-3. Death Dealers has won 2 straight to get back to 3-3. This division is already, Sean has a 2-game lead over this entire division. And the Auto Pirate, as I said, 0-6, the only owner out of all 52 teams across the Hardcore Challenge landscape that has not managed a W. And this guy talked the most shit in the offseason. So that's the football gods dropping a little karma on you there. Oh, yeah. Danielle, our only owner in the All Raider Nation League, the Wild West, sitting at 5-1. She has won 5 straight. She is fucking rocking and rolling right now. Raider Nation 8, Big Game James won 2 straight, 4-2, staying right on her butt, hanging right there, following her, staying right there, right behind her. She slips up. He's ready to jump her. Raider Warlords 4-2, or excuse me, 2-4, with a loss. And the Haywood gang, got to face the Raw Dog Nation this week on that 4-game skid. Got Justin Jefferson on the shelf. He's falling apart. Like to fly. You ever seen the fly ear falling off? I'm gonna put this on there. So that's the Haywood gang. Like pieces like leprosy. His team's got leprosy. He's got pieces falling off. You're gonna have another L there to go with the rest of that. She likes my Woodson 1-5. She ain't liking that. She damn sure ain't liking that. But we're liking them back-to-back wins over One Nation, the last undefeated team, as they go down in back-to-back weeks to the Raw Dog Nation. That's 3 W's in a row. Back where we should be, on top of the division. I'm tied with that guy underneath me there, Bryant, but since I've swept him for our division games this year, I own the tiebreaker, so we're not worried about that guy. The Hit Squad down there at 3-3, 2 straight wins. He's hanging in there. Dino's hanging in there. The Maulers have fallen 2 losses, looking to get off the snide. And the Savage Wolf Pack. Man, you know what they say about a blind dog humping a tree. I think that's the saying. Something like that, right, JoJo? Well, that blind dog found a hole in the tree this week. He got him one. How do you win? Dude moonwalks into a win with no fucking quarterback. Dude has like the most unconventional roster. And David, I would like to point out, JoJo is moonwalking around, like stumbling around in the dark with his eyes closed, looking for light switches and shit, and like half a clue. He's trying to figure out this fantasy football game. And he's managed to put 2 wins together. He even beat me. And I was projected to not even lose a game this season. So what's your problem? We all want to know what's going on with you and yo and 6. Come on now. Come on. Oh, too much shit talking. That's what it gets you. All right. Moving along. We got one more thing we got to hit on. It's the game of the weeks for week 7.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
Oh, he's hanging on, hoping for that stat correction. And he may be 4-2. Or he could be 3-3. But Raider Richie gets a shot again for redemption in the game of the week. But he may still pull out a win. I'm telling you got to watch for them stat corrections. The defending champ, Lions, sitting at 4-2, coming off a win. This is your game of the week. And you see right now, Raider Richie is projected to win. We've still got some roster tweaks to be done here. Raider Richie's got a bye in there. His team's actually going to get stronger as he fixes his roster instead of weaker, so that's not good for Lions. But it's projected, Lions is projected to sub 150. That's not good. Probably a 20-point victory plus right now is what Raider Richie's looking at in the game of the week. So we'll see if the champ can take him down, but I'm picking Raider Richie for the comeback win, bounce back win in the game of the week, and I'm picking the champ to lose. Sorry, Lance. In the big league, the 2 new owners in our 32 owner Hardcore Challenge OG League, Ben with Pickett to Pickens and Joshua, Bed Bath and Bijan. Both these guys had waited years to get in, and they both got in under different circumstances, but both got in. And here we are. As you see, Bed Bath & Beyond still has not quite fixed their roster, so it's really hard to say. Obviously, the line graph is going to be completely skewed because of that. It looks like, as I was looking at it before the show, with who's going, you got Tua going, you got Lamar going, you've definitely got, you got Bijan Robinson, Austin Eckler, you've got some top wide receivers. You got some studs on the defensive side of the ball. I just curious to see how he's going to fill his holes and get past the bye weeks because, hey, man, it's all about bye weeks sometimes in fantasy football. And Joshua's going to need it to win the game of the week. But I wanted to pick this one. There was a couple choices for game of the week, but I thought it was cool that we've got both of these guys sitting in sole possession of their divisions in their first year. And it's the only two new owners in the league this year. So I thought we should give them both a little round of applause. Congratulations. It is not easy. This is not an easy league to come in and be successful in. Obviously, Pickens had a much better roster to choose from than Joshua. So I would say Joshua being 5-1 is even a little extra cred for that one. So there's our game of the week for both of them. That's pretty much it, man. Make sure you keep your rosters legal. Got to have that defensive spot filled on your bench. Mandatory defensive or special team spot. Make sure you keep it legal. And only IR in your reserve spots. Other than that, it's time. It's time for week 7. Get it locked and loaded. Gabe, good luck in the Survivor League. Congratulations. Already won that Mad Max jersey. He's already won the big prize pack. And now he's just got to see if he can knock me down and get the booty as well. Not the prize money. Easy now. Easy. God, just say booty around midgets and they just get, yeah. I ain't got to tell you. All right. Thank you all for joining me. Each and every damn one of you, man. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining me. Good luck in your fantasy leagues that you're playing in. Everybody. Except for those that are playing me. Good luck to everybody else. May your fantasy league be kind to you this week. Until next time, I will see you tomorrow night over on the TikTok platform for a little TikTok Thursday. Until next time, I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.